Hello everybody, welcome back. Sports Federation TV, we talk about sport in the Western Cape, as I've told you probably 10 times already during the course of the show. This is our last segment. We talk now about black powder shooting, and what a fantastic story we have in black powder shooting. With me now is Corina de Beer from the Western Cape Black Powder Shooting Association, as well as Johan de Beer. Corina, welcome to Sports Federation TV. Corina, we've of course had you on the show before. Nice to have you back.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Johan, your first time?
Yeah, correct, thank you.
And of course, it's no coincidence you both got the same surname. You're a shooting couple.
Yep.
All right.
It's my wife.
All right. But let's just understand this quickly. I mean, you might be a wife, but you guys are competing together. You're on the team, and Johan, Corina, you're on the team, and Johan, you're managing the team.
No, I'm shooting as well, but I'm the captain of the team going to the World Championships.
All right, you got the World Champs coming up when?
In October in Australia.
All right. Corina, let's just talk to you a little bit about the shooting. I mean, I was fascinated about the type of weapon that you're using here. You're using a rifle that you have to physically load yourself. They don't put a bullet in. That's all. You have to put powder in. Everything is old school, like antique.
Yes, that's right. We literally stand up after each shot, start with pouring down the powder in the barrel, then a felt wad, then a lead bullet that we cast ourselves, go down on the mat, get in aim, and put the percussion cap on, pull the trigger, and boom, it goes.
So, Johan, talk us a little bit about some of that equipment. I mean, Corina mentioned it so casually, you know, as if everyone's got some powder, you know, in their house and a little bit of a percussion cap lying around. These are, of course, unique components.
Yeah, people are worried that we don't have to license the rifles, but you need to have a competency certificate to own the muzzle loader, whether you shoot it or not.
Yeah.
And then the safety comes in with the powder. You cannot possess or use black powder unless you have a permit issued by the police. They're quite strict on that, so they do not just hand it out to everybody.
Black powder, that's of course the gunpowder.
That's the gunpowder.
That's the thing that explodes.
That's the old gunpowder. Nowadays they use nitro powder, which they call smokeless powder.
Yes.
We still use the black powder, which makes the big puff of smoke when you shoot a rifle.
And as it should be.
Yes.
You know, I mean, you can't have a rifle shoot with that puff of smoke.
That's where it comes from.
Yeah, yeah.
As Corina said, the bullets we make ourselves. The lead bullets, we cast them, swage them down to the size we want, patch them with paper, either paper or loop. The percussion caps you have to buy. That's the same as the black powder. The felt wads we make ourselves. Everything else we make ourselves.
The percussion cap's the thing that creates the spark.
That's the equivalent as a primer in a nitro rifle. That creates the spark which ignites the powder.
Okay, you're going to have to excuse me because I don't have a nitro rifle and any of that
The
stuff.
difference is a nitro rifle you would have the complete cartridge, which is the case. You put a powder in, you put a head in the bullet, and the primer goes in the back. And then the firing pin hits the primer, which ignites.
Right.
Now with black powder, as you pour them down the barrel, you need to put a percussion cap on the outside. And then when you pull the trigger, that ignites and goes through the flash hole, and that ignites the powder.
This is real old school.
Absolutely.
Old school. I mean, these are the kind of weapons that were used on the frontiers.
Yeah.
And if you didn't know how to use this, you were going to go hungry, or your family was.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Corina, tell us a little bit more about the competitive aspect. I mean, we've got a photograph of you, and I just want to bring this picture into this image here of you where you're actually in the shot. There's of course you're aiming, but the next picture we've got here is where you're sitting. You can clearly see that you're shooting from a distance of 900 meters away. Now, I mean, there you can see it in the picture. I mean, you're shooting an antique weapon at 900 meters. It's almost a kilometer away. I mean, it's like 50 rands petrol money nowadays, and it's quite far away.
It actually is. We shoot from 25 meters up to 900 meters. The long range that we're currently doing and preparing for Australia is 300 to 900. The fact that we shoot with ring sights, peep sights, meaning you're lining up 3 rings from the back side, front side, and then your target, which is also a ring, and that puts things a little bit in focus.
Yeah. So there's no telescopic sight.
No.
No magnifying glasses.
Nothing like that. No, it's literally open sights. No optic enhancements like eagle eyes and lenses and things in there. So it's literally an open sight or peep sight.
Yeah. Johan, is it quite expensive?
It's incredibly expensive. That is why our numbers are dwindling. The major, yes, the rifles and all the other equipment is expensive, but the problem is the powder, because it is so expensive to import it. So much so that the importers have decided not to do it anymore.
Right.
That's why our numbers are dwindling, but we've eventually managed to get a local producer who has now obtained a permit to do that. He's been in production for a year. We're testing it at the moment. It is very good shooting short range at the moment, so at least we can get that going. But the long range, we're not 100% there with the quality, but he is working with us, and we hope to get it right very soon.
All right, Karina, I've seen you at some of the Sports Council meetings. So I know you guys are very involved in terms of your organizational structure within the districts, within provincial structure, and of course the SASCOC national structure, you know, hence the fact that I think you guys are wearing the Proteas there, which you wouldn't be able to do unless you complied with all of the various criteria. Just tell us about how the sport's doing in the Western Cape, and the next big event. So there's 4 or 5 of you. You're on your way to a big tour soon, or the World Champs, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. We have the long range World Championships every 2 years, and then the short range World Championships in the alternate years. So we're on our way now to Australia, Adelaide, in October this year. So we are a team of 5 shooters and a manager. 4 of the 5 shooters and the manager are from the Western Cape. So we are doing quite well down in the Western Cape. The numbers up in Gauteng is getting less, lower and lower people competing there. But we have a fairly strong competitive base in the Western Cape at the moment.
So how do I get involved? I mean, apart from the black powder situation, which we've just explained, which can be expensive, how do I get involved? Maybe I've got my grandfather's old rifle, which some people do. Yes. Or maybe I want to go buy one. How do I get involved? I mean, how do I get involved with you guys? Because I think one of the first components about people, the sports numbers dwindling, is people don't know where to go. So, Johan, I don't know how to...
Yeah, we have a website, the BPSU website, where people can go and see everything is on there. Corina manages that. But we're shooting at different clubs. We're shooting at Belleville Pistol Club twice a month. We're shooting at Durbanville Shooting Club once a month. Yeah. And we're shooting all our long range shoots at Atlantis, the military range. We do have open days where we invite everybody to come and shoot with our equipment.
Okay.
That's what we're doing to involve people, to try and get people. As you say, a lot of people have the equipment, they just don't want to get involved. I don't really know what the reason is, but
I mean, so if people want to get involved there, they've got an opportunity to come and share an experience, talk the same language that you guys talk in your secret rifle shooting language.
We've got a group of youngsters going now, juniors. Yeah. 2 of them has already obtained their Protea junior colors. So I make myself available when people come to those shoots. Then I don't compete myself, I assist them, I let them shoot with our equipment.
You're more like a guide.
Simply to get them involved and show them the correct way.
Yes.
Because you don't want somebody there who doesn't know what he's doing and cause a major problem.
No, that's fantastic. So Corina, next on the cards for you guys, World Champs.
World Championships, we've been the long range World Champions since 2007. Right. No other country has been able to beat us at long range. And we're going there to defend our title.
Well, you're going to Australia?
Yes.
So you can beat the Aussies, we'll be happy just with that.
Absolutely.
If I could maybe just explain that picture you had up there with Corina shooting the 900 meters. You would see me
Let's take another look at that. There we go, that one there.
Sitting in a chair next to her. That is actually the team shoot that we had in 2013 here in Cape Town. When we shoot a team shoot, we have 4 shooters shooting, and you're allowed 1 coach. Now, I'm the coach at the moment when we shoot the team shoots. So the coach can sit and physically read the conditions, tell them what to put on the sights, the minutes of angle, etc. Yeah. So the shooter can absolutely concentrate on pulling off a perfect shot. When we shoot the individual championships, you're on your own. You're not allowed to have any help from anybody else. So you need to take everything into account when you shoot those distances.
So you got to think about the wind and the drop in the trajectory, and you got to take into account all of that.
Now, just to add a little bit, she's a bit modest, but since 2011, 2013, and 2015, she's the world champion for the women's long range shooting. So she has to go and defend that, and then obviously the team needs to defend the title.
All right. Well, we're very proud of you guys then in the Western Cape. I mean, Corina, what a record! Close on 10 years worth of being the reigning world champion. So that's very, very impressive. So congratulations on that, and we wish you the best of luck for the World Champs in Adelaide.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. And Johan, good luck to you. You're the team captain. You're going to have your hands full.
Yeah, I'm shooting the individual matches, and as Corina said, we've down to only 5 shooters. So if we pick up problems with one of our shooters, I'll have to shoot a team event as well. So it's quite a bit on my shoulders. But look, we are the champions. We have to go and defend it.
Yeah,
so
no,
we'll do our best.
That's fantastic. Right, folks, you're of course watching Sports Federation TV. Johan de Beer, Corina de Beer, here from the Black Powder Shooting Association. Johan, thanks for joining us. We wish you guys the best of luck.
Thanks, Jeffrey.
And Corina, we know that you're going to go knock everybody's socks off, literally, with the black powder.
Thank you. I'm going to try my best.
Yeah, no, well, thanks for joining us. Right, folks, Sports Federation TV here on Cape Town TV. Remember, you can catch the repeats on Saturday mornings from 8 a.m. through to 9 a.m. We talk about sport in the Western Cape, specifically for federations that are in alignment with the Western Cape Provincial Sports Confederation and, of course, the federations around the district. That's a wrap from me, JP Nordia. I'm standing in for Lenyukta Chetty. Lenyukta will be back next week. Same time, same place, Friday evenings from 9 through to 10, and, of course, on Saturday mornings from 8 through to 9. That's a wrap. See you again next week. Bye-bye.